Okay, hello zusammen. This is another instance where somebody sent a question to me in the comments section on one of our YouTube videos, and I thought it was a good question and easy to address, so I'm going to take a stab at addressing it right now. The question effectively is this: does someone's criminal record follow them here to Germany to the point that it could interfere with their employment? Now, I've made videos about background checks before, but maybe I can answer this a little more directly. It's not so much the employment that you need to worry about with your criminal record. It is much more the application for your residence permit to, permission to work here. Now, the permission to work here is called the Arbeitserlaubnis. That document requires you to fill out a form. On the form, it specifically asks you, have you ever been convicted of a felony inside of Germany? Have you ever been convicted of a felony outside of Germany? If so, what were the charges and when? All right, and let me go ahead and make a quick apology. We're probably gonna have to make several edits, several cuts in this video because traffic is going up and down this little street that we're on, so we're gonna be interrupted a few times. But we cannot say this clearly enough, we cannot say this often enough. When you apply for your Arbeitserlaubnis, when you apply for residency, and it asks you about your criminal conviction, do not lie. I can't say it more clearly than that. Do not lie. We know of one particular man that on that application he actually checked off no, that he didn't have a criminal record. German government found out he did have a criminal record, and he was ordered to leave Germany within 30 days on pain of being arrested and forcibly deported. So in the first place, don't lie. In the second place, let me tell you that I am not a German lawyer. Not yet. We'll make a video on that in the near future. But at the moment, I cannot give you specific legal advice. What I can tell you is there are certain criteria that the German government look at, mostly how old was the conviction. If it's a minor offense, if it's older than 5 years, they don't care. If it's a more serious offense and it's older than 10 years, they generally don't care. If it is non-violent, you remain in the don't care category. If it was violent, that can be a problem. That can genuinely be a problem. Now, by violent, I don't mean the American definition of violent, where all you have to do is look at somebody too hard and you've assaulted them. No, I'm talking about actual violence. Germany doesn't play those kind of silly games with wording. Violent means violent. So if it's non-violent, you have a good chance. If it's if it is violent, not so good. And not only do we have another car coming, it's probably a cop car. Yeah, and it was a police car. So, and that is the police station behind me, by the way. It just happened to be. Well, we didn't choose it on purpose. And here's another car. Okay, that one was a BMW station wagon. Okay, so anyways, point being that your criminal history may or may not affect you, because we've had people who've applied for the Arbeitserlaubnis and said, yes, I'm a convicted felon. And the government didn't ask any further questions beyond that. They just gave approval for a job and sent them on their way. We've also had situations where the government has said, we want more information. And in that situation, we had these folks contact the lawyer that we're working with here directly. We're letting the lawyer handle it. And so far, so good, but we don't have any answers yet on those particular cases. We're still waiting for that case, and we're also waiting for this next car to pass us. It's not so much of an issue. As long as you play by the rules, play fair, and if there's a problem, meaning if the government wants more information, then go let the lawyer handle it. Don't play games. The thing I'm going to tell you is the process takes longer than you'd like it to. Some of our guys have come over here, and I swear to you, within 30 days had a work permit, residence permit, and went about their business. Some people have been waiting 6, 7, 8 months. We think we know the reason for that, and it has everything to do about which town you're in. The foreigner's office seems to work better in some towns than other towns, meaning faster. So far that seems to be the case, and we're actively tracking that. So in the future, we might be able to tell you the right places to go and which towns to avoid, because it's just easier. I was going to say something. Oh, And the last thing I want to say is this. A lot of folks keep asking us about the asylum process because that's what I did. I can now tell you that unless you have a specific reason, a damn good reason to go into the asylum process, don't. Come over here, look for a job. Once you get a job, once you get a job offer, go apply for your Arbeitserlaubnis, go apply for your residence permit, and move on with your life. You don't have to go through the asylum process. I did it for, because the police told me it was a good thing to do, and there was a good reason for it. It should only be exceptional cases that go the asylum route, because truthfully, as an American citizen, you can come over here, find a job, apply for your work permit, get your resident status, and move on with your life. If questions come up about your criminal history, deal with it. No problem. Deal with it. Be honest with the government here, because they're going to find out anyways. But this whole idea that you need to go into asylum and seek refugee status, you just don't need to do that. You don't. The decision in my case confirmed that we do have the right to come over here and live our lives. So people keep, looking for that case that's going to kick the door open. And I need to tell you, the door's already open. I didn't kick it open. I just merely confirmed that it was open. So guys, gals, you don't need to do the asylum process. Come over here, find a job, apply for your work permit, move on with your life. Keeping in mind what I said a moment ago, sometimes the process takes longer than it does for other people, probably depending on the place. So with that, I'm going to close this video out because I need to get my rear end to work. I'm running a little late now, but I appreciate the questions in the comment section. By all means, if you have a question that we can make a quick video on, shoot it to us. We'll be happy to do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to say it. If you're not happy with your situation, make plans to come to Europe. Doesn't have to be Germany, but make plans to come to Europe, find a job, get a work permit, get resident status, move on with your life. Until next time, my friends, cheers. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what we do and you want to support what we do and maybe help pay off some of these legal bills, please consider becoming a Patreon supporter. You'll find the link in the description below.